This morning, Fujiko decided to make a trip to the Sunspot laundromat. Her clothes were getting a little stale, and she thought they could use some freshening up. Come to think of it, it would be nice to have clean clothes more often. She would talk to Gaz about getting a washer and dryer installed. Without anything to do for a while, Fujiko decided to call up her co-worker Alice Grantham for a chat. Later that evening, Gaz ran into Alana Kahale while she was out in costume. He wasn't sure if she was on a job or if she just liked walking around in it, but she seemed eager to talk, so the two began conversing about supervillainy. Meanwhile, Fujiko had invited Alice over to hang out for a while. She could tell they were going to become good friends in no time. After Alice went home, Fujiko got ready for bed, but wasn't quite able to fall asleep. She drove over to the art gallery, thinking a quick theft might help her relax. That antique torch was probably priceless. The next day, Gaz had her pose for another portrait. He still couldn't believe the first one had been stolen, and with the burglar alarm sitting right next to it, too. Well, it was probably for the best. This gave him an opportunity to try again, and he was sure this time would be a masterpiece. While Gaz was busy, Fujiko drove out to the bookstore to collect their first partnership check. She appreciated the clean and legal business angle, but there had to be a quicker way to riches. As she walked out, she got a call from Alice and talked for a while. Gaz finished his portrait just as Fujiko was driving up to the house. From an artistic point of view, he felt it was brilliant, and after a quick bite to eat, he would ask Fujiko what she thought. Seeing how proud he was, she told him it was a good painting. In fact, she thought it should be in a gallery, and knew an art dealer that she could talk to. Gaz seemed pleased with this, and Fujiko was glad that this one wouldn't have to be stolen as well. She knew Gaz was trying, but maybe she should just get a picture taken instead. That afternoon, the pair went out to the exclusive relaxation station that sat high above the island. It was quite a climb to get to, but the spa had the best facilities around. Fujiko decided to take a nice revitalizing mud bath, but Gaz was ready for a good old-fashioned steam.
Bias it. Sachim
Oh,
Miwani
Radazini
Kapso.
Lork.
Var Depso.
Afterward, they quickly got a bite to eat before work.
Chunashtem?
Fujiko brought up her thoughts about their financial situation, and Gaz said he was thinking about bringing in someone else to help out.
Sebi Yor Bata.
Bibi Gribats? Nurkla Fubel.
Ma Dani.
At the hideout, the leadership seemed pleased that the two were strengthening ties within the gang. They felt this would help the organization overall, but Gaz and Fujiko knew that it would benefit their own plans as well. Fujiko's skills were now well recognized, and she was within reach of a leadership position on the council. Looking out across the lagoon, she thought it would be nice if someone so important could live in an actual house for a change, and decided to push to get it finished. Meanwhile, Gaz was once again sitting in a cell. This time, however, his visit would provide a fortunate meeting. Back home, Fujiko took the opportunity to remove Gaz's latest attempt at her face. She would happily report that her dealer friend had paid good money for it. That afternoon, she headed down to the stadium to participate in the local amateur Olympics. She was pretty fit now, so there was a great chance of winning. Sure enough, Fujiko was victorious and took home the gold. She marveled at how soft island life seemed to make everyone here. As Gaz was leaving work that night, he noticed a wad of cash that had inexplicably fallen off the last cargo truck. He was pretty sure that no one would miss it, and quickly picked it up. It was a nice little bonus in addition to his new promotion. He would soon have the chance to grab some real power within the organization, and he determined to put his available resources to good use. Getting to bed just before dawn, Gaz was satisfied that he could soon begin the next part of his plan. And as the full moon sank to the horizon, he felt a familiar presence in his mind. Tezu's corruption was again taking hold.